Good morning. We'll start with a few breaths up just to get these bodies warm. Inhale and exhale. And lift up the heels this time. And exhale. And then take one more. And then exhale. And let's take the Dynabands. And the elastic tubing, it works just as fine, so I use both sometimes just to demonstrate that. We'll take our palms facing up, and we'll exhale and press out. You can keep the shoulder blades down the back. And palms up, exhale, good. And 4, wrists are fairly neutral. 5, and 6, beautiful. And 7, exhale, 8, 9, 10, take 5 more, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15. We're going to release the shoulders with 3 rolls and then take the bands overhead with the arms pretty wide like a Y. Exhale, pull the band down to your chest. And this is where you can make adjustments. You can walk your hands in closer if you'd like. And exhale. Long arms. And 4. And 5. Wrists are long. And 6. And 7. Your knees are long but soft. And 8. Good morning. 9. So glad to have you. 10. Welcome. 11. Hi. Just started. We warmed up a little bit. And big muscle groups here. Let's do 2 more. And 1, perfect. Now we're going to roll through those shoulders, get some blood flow. And then we're going to take the band to the front. Now on the exhale, pull to your chest. And exhale. Gorgeous. And 3. And 4. And 5. 6. 7. 8. 9, 10, we have 5 more, 11, 12, 13, good, 14, and 15. Give a little roll and flip those palms. Palms face up. You got it. We're going out. Wrists are flat. 2. This is the shoulder stabilizers. This is such an important muscle group to help keep the shoulders in an appropriate place and not rounded forward. The back of the shoulders. 7 often gets neglected and weak and overstretched from our daily tasks. So this one's one of the most important ones that we're doing. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. Flip your hands. Take a few rolls. And we're going to do a series and then we'll stretch. So take your right hand, bow and arrow it out. Exhale, out. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to do 5 more. So it's 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. We're going to switch it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Triceps are so important. 6 to help us if we fall. 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 5 more. 11, 12, 13. Press all the way. 14, and 15. Gorgeous. Now we're going to step on the band. 1 or 2 feet. 1 foot's easier, 2 feet's going to make it harder. And we're going to pull our bands up by bending our elbows. 2, exhale, 3, 4, 5, we have 10 more, and 9 more, and 8 more, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. All right, now let's take a little break just to stretch it out. Right foot over the left hand down, right arm over. Now you're welcome to rotate here. So we did a lot of arms. We're still working with the band, so I'm keeping it handy around my neck, but I'm just going to take a moment to stretch out. So we're going to stay long and lengthened while we tone and up. So that's a great stretch for the back and the shoulders. Now the left arm goes over. You can add a little rotation and stretch. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Good. Inhale and then come back. Now for the triceps behind us. Now your right hand can hold the band. Your left hand's going to find the band at the low back, and you're going to push the arm up. This is the back of the arm again. It's such an important area. Exhale. 3, your other shoulder is open. 4, your jawline's parallel to the floor. 5, ear is in line with the shoulder. 6, from the side view. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and let's shoot for 5 more. I changed my mind. Let's do 20, 16, 17, 18, I know it's burning, 19, you're doing great, 20, and then relax. Give a little shake, and the other arm, left arm, right hand comes behind. Here we go, push up. 2, yep, there you go, 3, and 4, just make any adjustments. 5 that you need. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 5 more, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Beautiful. All right, we're going to put your right hand in the band. Your right foot steps on the band. Let me show you. Now this is going to be a one-arm frontal raise for the deltoid. So at first you might say you might need to make an adjustment. So we're going to do 10. I'm going to start this one as 1. Up, 2. Now your neck is long. 3, 4. Good. Now you can adjust your grip. 5 if you need to. Today I'm using a 2, 6, so it feels comfortable to do that. 7, but you can also do hammer. 8, 9, 10. Now keep the same arm. Give yourself a little more slack because we're going to go lateral. Go out about T height. We're not going to go higher. We're going to just work in a real safe range of motion. 4, your waist is steady. You're not shifting, in other words. 7, good. 8, 9, 1 more. All right, let's take that other one. You're going to step on the tubing. We're going to the front first. Now inhale and exhale, frontal. And remember, you could change your grip if you want. 3, good. You can experiment. 4, what works for you. 5, 6, 7, 8, we're just going to about parallel to the floor. 9, we're not going higher. 10, now I am going to give a little more slack on this one. So let's do a little inch or 2. Go out. I can still see the hand in the peripheral vision. It's not going behind me. I'm not shifting. I'm pretty upright. I'm not leaning over. 5, 6, so my core is supporting me. 7, my knees are long. 8, but they're soft. 9, and 10. Gorgeous. Now just take the band around your neck for a moment. Let's take a few stretches. Open up the shoulders and the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll take the arm across. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we'll go across. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do an upright row. Take the band, step on it with 1 or 2 feet, and you're equal on both sides of the tails. Pull up with your exhale, up, up, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. I like how the elbows are leading the way. 16, 17. The wrists are fairly straight. 18, 19, and 20. Gorgeous. Wonderful job. Now we're going to use this band to stretch. Take your hands pretty wide. Go up and behind. Up. Now the band is loose enough that you don't have to contort your body to get the arms going front and back. The shoulder blades glide up the back and down the back. That's what healthy shoulder blades do. They might even glide easier as you do this. Now when you take the band back, it's going to be tempting to have your wrist cock wildly behind you, but you want to keep them fairly flat or neutral. And we are going to hold 3 stretches, so find a place that feels fabulous. You can see how my arms are behind my body, but I'm not poking my head forward. That's a temptation too, a compensation temptation, but we're not going to. Inhale. Now notice where you are. Take a little tighter grip. Find a different place. We're basically just going to hit 3 different places, 3-way pecs, 3-way doorway stretch or pec stretch. So we're using a band. You can also walk through a door to do this. Because the pecs, the chest muscles attach at 3 different places. Sternum, manubrium, and clavicle. So basically getting it 3 different ways is really going to help those diagonal fibers. Release your hands. Try one more angle. Wrists are pretty neutral. Yep. Good. 5, 4. Good. Just a good shoulder stretch. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right. I'm going to get rid of the band for a moment. Let's get the weights that would be appropriate for a bicep curl. Grab a sip if you want to. So for the bicep curl, anywhere from 3 to 10 pounds. And your elbows are going to be in by your side. Let's go up and down. And when we go up, we're going to make sure we don't go to a place where we don't feel it anymore. Now, I'm going to show you the hammer grip because the hammer curl, you could do it this way. So if you have any wrist or thumb issues, check in and see what serves you. This is another way. And just what I really notice a lot is that some people let their wrists drop. You want to look at them and feel what is the correct way until that becomes a feeling you can create with a proper alignment. But at first, you want to use all your senses. How does it feel? What's it look like? All right, let's do until it gets more normal. And you're controlling the way down. And 6. Good. And 5. Knees are long but soft. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Perfect. All right, let's get rid of the weights for just a moment. Out of the way. Good. Take the arms in a little laundry, clothes drying on the clothesline. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. And then let's take a little bit lighter weight. We're going to do a tricep press with 2 weights. So you could do anywhere from 3 to 8 pounds. And I think I'll use 2 5s today. Behind. Now, when you do these, you're easy to tempt your head forward, but you're going to keep your head in the same place. And up. Good. And 3. And 4. And it's okay if you need to do a few more reps or a few less in order to feel fatigued with good form at the final repetitions. Good. 10, let's do 10 more, we'll do 20. 11, that's more of an endurance protocol. 12, 13, good, neck is long. 14, long elbows. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now let your weights down, give a little shake. Let it go. You're going to do an overhead press. You can always sit down on this for more support. Sit down on a chair with the back. Otherwise, you can put your hands here. Feet are pretty, that you've got a stable base. Inhale, and as you exhale, press, and then lower. Exhale, press, and then lower. Exhale, press. I've got abdominals on, and press. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now lower those. Let's just keep on going. Upright rows. We're going to take 20 of these. If you need more weight, that's fine, because we are having a shorter lever here, but we're going to take 20 reps. 4, yep, 5, 6, 7, exhale, 8, 9, I love how you're keeping your neck long. 10, you have 10 more, or the best you can do. You can always do a few less or a few more. Good, exhale. Exhale, 5, good. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's take that down. We're going to take a tricep stretch. It's going to be like this. And let's add a little fun lean to it. Keep going. I'm just going to pull up these bridges. All right, go over and home. Oh, that feels so good. You can add little micro rotations if you'd like. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale. And exhale, other side. Hand to your elbow. Go over. You can add little rotations. 5, 4, 3, 2. Take an inhale. That feels so good. And an exhale. Perfect. Now we're going to grab a heavier weight because we're going to work our back muscles. It's going to be the bent over row. So I'm going to get a heavier weight. 9 will be fine. Anywhere from 3 to 12 would be fine on each hand. You're going to take your back in a long plank type position, long line. You're going to pull up with your exhale and up and exhale. Now, when we bend over, our ear is still in line with our shoulder. We're not rounding our head forward or rounding our back. You're pulling up. Good. Good. Yeah. So Jan, can you see this one versus this one? Can you leave your forearm perpendicular or like a vertical? Yeah. Does that make more sense as opposed to that? Yeah. So your elbow, you pull up. You may have to pitch more forward with bent knees so you have a little more flexibility. So let's take 5, 4. So I am supporting my back. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to stand up. Let the weights down. Take a lighter weight back to the 3, maybe 6, 2 to 6 pounds. Now it's a lighter weight. Keep your upper arm up and press. And press. 90 degrees and open behind you. Long. Good. 180. Good. Extend. Kick back. 10 more. Keep the shoulders open 9, and not letting them lean forward. 7, so you're not letting that happen. 6, 5, good. 4, I like it. 3, 2. Now on the 1, stand up with care. Give yourself a shoulder roll. 3 to 5. And then let's do a lateral raise. Let your feet be about shoulder width apart, meaning soft. All right, we're going to open up to a T. This is great. You have a little bit of softness in your elbow. And your hand is in your peripheral vision. It's not behind you. 6. Good. Pausing on the way down. 7. 8. 9. 10. How about forward? 1, 2, 3, 4. Resisting gravity all the way down. 5. Resisting the lower. Working the negative. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to hinge like before. See how my back is really long, and I'm going to open up, long arm. This is rear deltoid. You have a front deltoid, interior, medial deltoid, middle, and rear deltoid, posterior. And we're working that posterior. It gets weak with our stresses of forward living, so we have to go after these back muscles usually. 3. Actually, arms we have to go after too, because everything's so automated. You don't even have to open up a car door anymore, or open up a grocery door. Everything just is automated. So it makes it easier to get weak in the upper body. All right, let's take this out of the way. And this is one of my favorite stretches. Let's take the right arm over your back, and your left arm works its way up. Hold. Now, if you'd like to have a little balance challenge with this, you can take tree, and I'll hold for 30, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Rest. Good job. Let's take it on the other foot up. Chin up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. That was a one-legged balance. Great job. We're going to take a set of push-ups, and on the wall, I'm going to do them on the wall this time. We're going to get onto the floor in a moment. But it's always nice to know you can have a backup plan of doing the push-ups on the wall or against a counter or desk, so that wherever you are, you can do a set of push-ups. You don't even have to get on the floor. Anything's better than nothing. So we're doing 20, or the best you can. Hands are about shoulder width apart. Your shoulder blades are down the back. You're not letting your head poke forward. You're not letting your shoulders poke forward. You have some tone in your abdominals. A good push-up will feel like an abdominal workout as well, with 4, 11, 12, 13, 14. The further away you are from the wall, the harder it is. 15, 16. This is also triceps, chest. 17, 18, 19, and then 20. Perfect. That was great. Take your hands behind you and lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale and exhale. Let's head down to the floor. We're going to be on our rollers if you have them. And for the rollers, we're going to do an ab series. The plank, the elbows are down, and we're going to hold. So I'll just show the first one. Good. Elbows down. 1, 2. So in a good plank, you're going to feel your abs. Your knees are long but soft. Your upper arm is vertical to the floor. Your ear is in line with the shoulder. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, recover. Great. Now that was a basic plank. You can also do this feet on the floor or knees on the floor. This time we're going to pull our knees in and out like a little inchworm. It's abdominals. Lift up. Your elbows are pushing into the floor, and you're going to move the roller so it's near the top of the shin. That way when you pull your knees under, it goes towards the ankle. Your ab crunching. Now the thing about the inchworm is it will roll out your tibialis anterior shin muscle. But to do that, you might have to turn your toes towards each other so it doesn't hurt your bone, your tibia. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. I'm going to adjust my roller because it moved over. Good. That was really good. The next one's going to be a pike where we lift our hips up and then go flat. We're going to shoot for 10. Do the best you can. Take an inhale and come up on your elbows. Now lift your hips and then lower the plank. Lift and lower. Neck is soft. 3, 4. Good. If you have to, rest. 5. We're shooting for 5 more. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are so effective. Does anyone else feel their abs? So that is so effective. The next one we're going to do is an oblique hip pike. So you're going to lift up your hips to the corner and then go down to plank. Lift up your hips to the other corner. We're going to do 10 total. Each side gets a counts as a repetition. So lift up your hips. Now lift your hips to one corner and go to plank. Now go to the other corner. 2, oblique twist. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then I'm going to rest in a child pose. Great job. That was hard. You did great. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to use the other side of the roller for the swan, which is a back extension. Your arms are going to go on the roller wide, and you're going to be legs long. Now it's an inhale and lift up. Good, and lower. Inhale, lift, and lower. This is one of my favorites because I love posture exercises. If you don't go after the posture exercises in your routines, the upper back will get rounded. It will adapt to all the things we ask it to do, which are forward, where our eyes are. So this is a great way to feel younger, look younger, breathe better, have more energy by just keeping the posture muscles. Osteoporosis prevention, you name it. Up, mood is better. 3, you can hold your head up high. It's easier to be in a good mood. And then hold, lift. 8, 7, oh, that looks great. 6, 5, really push strong. It is triceps. 4, 3, 2, recover. Now we'll just rock the knees a bit like a windshield wiper. We're going to do another set of these extensions. What it's also doing is stretching out the abs that we just used. Now go up and down. Now you can do this again, or put the hands a little more narrow. Reach the right hand to the right hamstring, right arm in the middle. Left arm to hamstring. Notice how my tricep has to work, my lat has to work. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both arms lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. Woo, let's take a child pose. That sounds like a great idea. Press back. Lengthen out. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to use the roller for side plank. If you don't have a roller, you can also just use the floor. Looks like your elbow. Now I like to double up my mat here for the arm to be really comfortable. The bones and the joints don't need to hurt, ever. It's never worth it to have them hurt. All right, right foot forward, left foot back, left elbow vertical. We're just going to hold it steady. We always like to establish stability before we add mobility. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, now 2. When you lower, keep the shoulders strong. Good, and now the other side. We're going to take the roller on the other side, fold the mat in. Now your left foot can go forward, right foot back. Good. Obliques. Strengthening that core. We're doing it. Push strong and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale and exhale, lower the hip down. Perfect. Now this time the legs are on the roller. This is reverse plank. So basically we're working and strengthening the core. Fingertips, face your booty. Here we go, up. Again, just stability. There's a temptation, I think maybe from old yoga pictures where people want to throw their head back, but you want to keep a safe neck. It's in line with the rest of your spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the hips down. Great. Now we're going to add some mobility to those planks. So now side plank, right foot in front of the left. I'm going to double up the mat. All right. This time we're going to go up and add a little rotation. Lift up, now add a rotation. And go back and add a rotation. And go back. Now if that's too much to manage, just stay still. 4, really strong bottom arm. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and lower. All right, let's do the other side. That was really good. If you notice if one side feels different than the other, that's why I really like doing single-sided work, because it keeps you honest. It keeps the sides a little bit more evenly strengthened. Okay, we're up. We're going to tuck our shirt in, and then we're going to add rotation. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. It is hard to stay stable on this. Now the rear plank, remember if you need to, you can always take a stretch instead of the exercise, because I understand this might be hard on the wrist for you. Otherwise, lift up. We're going to add a leg lift possibility. If you would like to, add the right leg up. Now the left leg up. Let's coordinate the breath with movement. Inhale and exhale. And we can add a point and flex and add nerve flossing. There's so many dimensions and layers you can add on. All the while you're pushing very strong with your arms. If you tend to bend backwards in your elbows, if you've ever been told you're double jointed or hyperextend, soften the elbows. 1 more each. Inhale. And lower the booty down. Good. Now we're going to take a stretch. And this is a great time if you need a sip of water or coffee or tea. But basically take that stretch. I'll grab mine and relax into this inner thigh stretch. Neck is soft. Elbows could help. Press your knees down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and take a 1. Wonderful. All right, one more side plank. So we're going to take the roller down. And with this side plank, we'll add a little hip lift. So you're going to come up, and we're going to lift up our hip more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's take it to the other side. You're doing great. All right, this is going to be 10. Here we go. Up, lift the hip. 2, 3, 4, and we're not dropping the hip below midline. 5, we're just lifting it higher. 6, resetting. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Gorgeous. Wonderful job. And then back to our reverse plank. This is our last one here. And fingers down. Getting ready to relax, aren't you? And hold that. All right, hold 10. We're just going to hold 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower your booty down. Terrific. And then let your spine roll down. Inhale, hold 10, down 9, 8, sequence the spine. 6, act like a big ice cream scoop. Scooped out some of your belly. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, another back exercise is to do bridges. Bridges on the roller or bridges on the floor. It's easy for your feet to wink out to the side walls, so try to keep them fairly straight ahead, toes straight ahead. Inhale, and on your exhale, you're curling your lumbar spine up. So this strengthens the back body, and a lot of people need glute strengthening because if you sit a long time, your glutes are more likely to get an amnesia about them. They don't fire as well, and when they don't fire as well, the back starts hurting. So this makes sure that you fire your glutes. If you have to take a long drive or a trip or sit in a desk for a while, it's a nice idea to do some bridges. Now, just to make sure we're safe and each leg is getting attention, lift up and down 10 times with one leg, up. Now, after the 10th one, we're going to lower that foot and do 10 on the other leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're taking happy baby, hands to your feet, and pull down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we have one more weight exercise I want to do down here, and that's the pec exercises. So you can grab your weights. The heavier ones are fine. And remember how we did push-ups? That's an alternative to this one. So you always have a couple things you can do, but let's put your weights like a 90-degree angle in your elbows, in your hands. You're going to press up and touch, inhale, and then exhale and press. So you can see how it's almost like a push-up, but it's with the weight chest press. Now I have my feet on the floor or my roller so that my low back doesn't get any more arched off the floor. Your ribs are down. We're not using such a heavy weight that you feel like you have to death grip your body and push it off the floor. So your ribs are touching the mat. Your exhale pulls your belly in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. If you need to rest, do. If you need to do more, do. 4. If you need to do less, do. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to let that go for a minute and just take a full body stretch. Relax. And good. I like it when I see the animals relaxing. Now you can take a lighter weight if you want, or I'm going to use the same one just because I have the energy today. You're going to put the palms up. This is called a fly. Go out and then touch. Now when you go out, if you're hyperextensive in the elbows, you're making sure that you don't let your hand go beyond your elbow to the floor. Your upper arm can touch the floor, but your hand is not. All right, inhale. I have a person who is really hyperextensive show me her form once, and her elbows go backwards, and she didn't even know it was different for her because that's how she's built. So that's why I'm emphasizing these cues. If you have a body type, you're not even sure that you don't even know how it feels to not have that cue. So if you have those elbows that bend backwards, you're really, even if you have to look at your elbow, make sure that the arm isn't letting your elbow go backwards. Your weight is in a place where you keep soft elbows. All right, let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. Now I'm going to get these safely out of the way. Take a full body stretch again. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's come up a little bit. I want to get the hips. Now we're going to sit on that roller, right ankle to left thigh. You guys had told me that you like the rolling, and so we're going to do the melting part here, which is the rolling. We did a lot of upper body work. We did a great job of getting all around the core, including the glutes, which have some common issues sometimes. So now we'll stretch out some of these areas. And you notice how you can go from the high part of your pelvis down to your sit bone, rolling out the side of your hip, rolling out. Yep. See how good that feels? 5, 4. Now, if you have a spot that really needs attention and you just sit into it and breathe, and maybe 30 seconds to 90 seconds, and then it lets go a little bit, sometimes a lot. Sometimes it doesn't even take that full time, but 30 seconds to 90 seconds is a nice rule of thumb. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and worry not, we're going to come back to the IT. So take that ankle to thigh on the other side, go all the way to the high part of your pelvis where your waistband is, down to your sit bone, and just see, where do you have tension? Inhale and exhale. And where do you have tension today? So you go into rolling sessions with an open mind. You may know where your usual suspects of tightness are. And you're also open to noticing and observing what might be needing attention today. And it's without judgment. All the way over to the hip, you can feel that high hip. Remember, if you have a spot, sink into it. Yeah, let it start to release 30 to 90 seconds sometimes. Sometimes I do a little internal and external rotation to tell the muscle to relax. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then let's hit that IT band. Turn to your side. Now your elbow can be down. Now the top foot, the one that's not got the roller on it, can be on the floor to take some weight off of your body, because that IT band is usually pretty tender on athletes. So we're pushing our elbow strong. You notice how you have your alignment cues on. Your shoulder blades are down the back. Your head is here in line with the shoulder. You're going to the high part of your hip, to the lateral knee, but just a couple inches shy of the lateral knee. And it is nice to roll forward a little bit, like you're trying to look at the floor. That'll get that TFL. The TFL, tensor fascia lata, is that 3-finger wide muscle on that front hip. It gets over-recruited as a hip flexor sometimes, where it's just in a flexion place if you have to sit for long periods of time. All right, so let's say you have a spot there, theoretically. Then you can just sink into that, breathe, sink, breathe, sink, breathe, and sink. Good. Just getting some of that tension out. 5, 4, 3. It's going to make your hips and knees feel so nice too. And 1. All right, we're going to go to the other side. That feels so good. I'm glad you guys like this too and requested it more. So good. It's almost like getting a massage. You can get yourself to get out of some muscle tension and pain. Hyaluronic acid is increased, so it's a little easier to glide the muscles and the fascia, lending to more pliancy and malleability. Now you notice how I have my right foot off the floor. That's putting more of my body weight on that roller. If that's too hard, you can let your right foot push into the floor. Another way is to kind of rest your right shin on that mat. on that roller. But really, my left IT is letting me know that it's not hurting so much that I can lift this up. It's okay to put that more body weight on it. Deviating back, I get that biceps femoris, that hamstring, that lateral hamstring, and when it's tight, and give you any issue. Deviating forward, getting some of that quad, that lateral quad, vastus lateralis, and I'm getting that TFL, which that's one of my issues. So, or not an issue, but it can run a little tight. Some people get a lot of trigger point pain in here. We're trying to be ahead of all that. So, oh yeah, so if you have a spot, just sink into it, rest. Good. That's it, because you can always be stretching if this doesn't work for you. Good, Jan. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. All right, head to your forearms so that you're on your quad. Now, one thing you can do on the quad is you can bend and straighten. Yeah, and you see how when you bend your knees, it's going to put more of that body weight on your quad too, and then. All right, now I'm going to do one called external rotation. My toes are pointing out. That's going to get my inner quads more. Good. And there is a ropey muscle, a really thin one, the sartorius. And it's, you're probably going to find it when you do this. Longest muscle in the body. Now I'm going to internally rotate, and my toes are facing towards each other. In and out. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You can always deviate to one leg more than the other. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect job. Let's hit the inner thighs just a little. Pretend like you're doing frog. Inner thighs. Now my back knee is off the floor. So I'm basically, see how my knee's off? I'm in a plank so that I can put more body weight on that right inner thigh. Does that make sense? Good. My left knee is off the floor. My right thigh is on the roller, my inner thigh. And roll in and out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, other side. Now, I'll just keep saying the cues. My right toes are on the floor so that my hips are up. My right knee's off the floor. Now my left inner thigh muscle is on the roller. Back and forth. Back and forth. Good. Good. Yep. You feel that, fam? A lot of times I notice the hip and the inner thigh will share some tightness, but the inner thigh won't really tell you it's tight until you start rolling it out. So I hope you're getting some relief here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Neck is long. 3. You're using all your Pilates cues when you're doing rolling. Now 1. Perfect. Let's get our upper back. This is just going to feel great. This is going to be feet on the floor, upper back on the roller. And you can do that by putting your hands behind your head. Go back and forth. Now I'm in a little bit of flexion, which means I'm looking at my legs like an ab crunch. Now you can be in extension and try that out. Hands are supporting the head so your neck doesn't hurt. Back and forth. Now, you can do flexion and extension like an inchworm, like a snake. Just enjoy. Or you could put your elbows towards each other and roll over more on the right side of your scapula and feel like you're trying to get the muscles on the shoulder blade and on the around the shoulder blade. Now try the left. All right. Go back. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now, right lat We're going to turn and just use your body to inchworm around that armpit right here. So if you've been feeling like your back's tight, or your shoulders feel drawn forward, or you've been rounding your upper back, or you've been not breathing as well during the day, like you're tired earlier, this is a great muscle to get. This is the part of the lat that's accessible for rolling. So roll kind of back on that armpit. 5, 4, 3, 2, and inhale and exhale. Let's hit the other side. All right, we're going to go to the other lat. Basically, we just did a 15-minute massage here. And if you feel any more tightness with cold weather coming on, since it has been colder, this would be a good little experiment just to notice. One is just if rolling helps you, stretching and rolling. And then notice how muscles are relaxing here with this rollout and these stretches. And then when you accidentally contract, when it's cold, and sort of tighten your muscles to defend yourself, you can try to relax those tensions and just use a coat instead of the muscles, for example, if you really don't need it. We tend to tighten our muscles in the response to a stress. So on one side of the muscle tension, joint pain, we can decrease our tension responses, and on the other, we can roll out the muscle tension and stresses. All right. Roll back if you need to. I found a good spot on the back of that shoulder. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. All right, we're going to use this roller for one of the most popular methods, the most popular stretches. Get your booty on one end and get your upper back atop, the head on the top, and make a little Y or a T, and feel the chest and shoulders open. If you want to rock a little right and left, you can. All right, relax here. 10, 9, and let your breath just start expanding your belly. Let your eyes soften so you can drop into a more relaxed state. The parasympathetic system is calming the body, creating an environment of healing. Give yourself some appreciation for all the hard work you did, all the toning and the sculpting, keeping our bones healthy, our muscles tight, tough and toned, and then stretching them out so that we stay strong without creating tightness. Just notice how your legs feel, how does your body feel, your abs, your core, your upper back. Let the inhale expand, your diaphragm expands, your belly gets big, your exhale gets rid of any tension that you don't need. Take a moment. Keep that sense of peace as you slowly wake your fingers and your toes, and as you slowly come up to a seated position facing the front of the room. And you can keep your eyes soft or closed if you'd like. And let your hand go to your heart and your hand go to your belly. That way you have a little help with the breath. Let your bottom hand expand with the inhale through the nose if you can. The breath makes its way up to the heart. And then exhale, get rid of anything that doesn't serve you. Inner criticisms, judgments, worry, fear. Inhale through the nose and expand the belly. The breath works its way up to the hand like you're filling up a beautiful vase of water. And exhale, get rid of destructive thoughts and emotions. And one more time, inhale a sense of appreciation for all that you did, and set an intention for the rest of your day, whatever kind of day you want to create. Thank you guys so much. I'm so glad you came. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon. I'm so glad you came. You look great. Bye.
Great. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.